All right, guys, so I'm gonna share with you guys a story. And this really happened, by the way. This is a real person, this is a real man, and this is a real woman. And this happened literally like a week ago. Okay, so I was working at one of my side hustles. I work in the restaurant industry. And this guy was at the entrance when I started. He's waiting for this girl. Turns out it was his first date from this girl that he met online on Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, one of those apps. So he waits there. He waited there for a while. He waited there for at least 20 or 30 minutes, looking all nervous. Like he dressed nice. He dressed nice. He wasn't like super tall. He was like maybe like 5'9", but he wore like a pea coat or some jeans, dress shoes. Like he dressed pretty proper. And not a terrible looking guy, right? So then the girl comes in, she's late, 30 minutes or so. She was Asian woman, and he was Latino, he was Hispanic. So she comes in, she was okay. She wasn't like super gorgeous, she wasn't like a supermodel or anything, right? So then they walk in, they go upstairs to have dinner. And I guess they were talking for a few minutes, like 20 or 30 minutes. She orders a drink and then tells him, oh, I'm going to the washroom or the bathroom. I'll be right back. So this girl legit gets up, goes through the back entrance or the back exit, leaves him without saying nothing. So homeboy was sitting at the restaurant table by himself for 30 minutes, wondering where the heck she went. Right? He was texting her. She completely ghosted him, and on top of that, she ordered a drink on his tab, premeditating. In her mind, she already knew she was going to do this a few minutes into the date. She ordered the drink and left him with the tab. So this guy gets up, he's leaving. Staff asks him, what happened and with the girl, and he said he didn't know. But she just up and left. So, guys, I've been around the block a little bit. I'm in my mid-30s. I've seen a lot of stuff. But I've never experienced this type of savagery. I've never even heard of something like this happening. Like, I've heard of people getting like cold feet, like they didn't show up to their date. It is what it is. Or even like someone getting their friend to call that it's an emergency and they have to go. Like that happens all the time too. Like that's more like respectful. But for someone to literally leave in the middle of the day and not say anything, that's a level of savagery that that's the Mount Everest. That's the highest peak of savagery that I've ever heard in terms of dating. For someone to do something like this, like for you to pull off something like this, man or woman, you have no heart, you have no soul, you don't feel anything. You're a psychopath. And on top of that, to buy a drink on the tab of the guy and just to leave like that. Some straight up psychopath stuff, guys. There's this guy, we're gonna call him Juan. So Juan, after that night, he probably went home and cried. This might be a start of depressive episode for him. Because guys, you have to remember that when you go on a date, I'm talking from the guy's perspective, when you go on a date with a woman, you're completely exposed. You're the one that's trying to impress her. So you're bringing the best you got, the best clothes, the best confidence, even if you lack it naturally, you're faking it till you make it, right? You're bringing your best jokes, your best everything. And for that to amount to literally this girl running away, man. Astaghfirullah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Like, it's, I can't fathom what he was feeling during that time. So how does this tie into my channel in terms of spirituality? It's because, guys, when you look at the Quran, there is a verse, I'm gonna read it right now. It's Surah Al-Furqan, Ayah 20. It says, "We have made some of you as a trial for others. Will you have patience?" So God is telling you straight up that some people that come into your life are put into your life as a trial for you, as a challenge, something that upsets you, that puts you through a tumultuous time, a calamity. And I would consider this a minor calamity for sure. In order to put you through a trial, to sort of form you to the person that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that God wants you to become. There's another verse in the Bible as well that perfectly encapsulates this concept. Let me look it up real quick. Okay, perfect. So this is from Isaiah chapter 48, verse 10. "See, I have refined you, though not as silver, I have tested you in the furnace of affliction." So Juan went through this trial, this test, and he was afflicted with embarrassment. He was afflicted with grief, mostly just embarrassment. And why is that? It's because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God, wants Juan to learn, to stay away from this type of person. He wants Juan to increase in his wisdom, in his knowledge, so this doesn't happen again. Because the way life works, the way God likes to teach us in order to gain understanding, gain wisdom, is for us to go through, to learn the hard way. You can't know that fire is hot unless you burn yourself. That's the only way you're gonna learn. And this is exactly what happened with Juan. Going forward, inshallah, Lord willing, he's gonna have the discernment to know, okay, this woman has this and this trait, same as this other woman that ditched me that one night and embarrassed me in front of the whole restaurant. I'm gonna stay away from this woman, go towards this type of woman, a godly woman, inshallah, Lord willing. So, I really hope that you guys don't go through what happened with Juan that night. But still, you will go through situations like this in life, where you're completely embarrassed in front of others. And it's important to keep your composure in these situations and remember that what is happening is that you're going through a trial, through a test of faith, a test of character, and something that ultimately is going to build you up to become the person that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to become. This is a person of Jannah, a person of heaven, a complete, perfect person that He envisions for you. The devil's going to give you whispers to make you think like that you're not worthy, or that it's something that you can't bounce back from. But don't listen to these whispers, to these waswas. You always got to look it through the lens of, why am I going through this right now? What does God want from this situation? And here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, about God, is that if we don't learn the first time, He's going to make you go through the same situation over and over again. It's like a test. Like when you're in school and you write tests, you keep having to retake the test or retake the course until you get it right. This is exactly how life works. If you don't get the lesson the first time, He's going to make you go through it again and again and again until you get it right. This is why certain people have failed relationships over and over again, or certain people make career changes, they keep losing their jobs over and over again. It's because they have the same method, the same sort of, there's no growth. They stay stunted, they stay stuck until they eventually get it right, inshallah, Lord willing. So yeah, that's the lesson there. I hope that Juan watches this video, my brother. You know, it's all love, and I pray that you bounce back from this. You got this, man. And for all you guys, thank you so much for all the love. And please like, comment, and subscribe. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you.